Hey folks, I'm just popping in to give you a quick update for what is on the agenda for week 2. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. Alrighty, this is the week of the 18th of September through the 24th of September. I'm just looking right now on our course information. So when I click there, I'll just scroll down to the dates that I'm looking for, and we're on week 2. I had some questions last week about not being able to access module 1. So I wanted to clarify that as well. You need to make sure that you are following the weekly schedule. I also talked about in our virtual orientation that I do not release assignments or release modules early. And that's just due to our attendance policy so that you're not working ahead too much and then accidentally going inactive in the course. So you won't be able to work ahead, unfortunately, in this course. You can't do, 3 modules at once, and then not, have anything to turn in for the weeks to come. I know that works better for some people often, but just for the sake of like the policies in this course, I'm not able to do that. So anyway, moving on. Last week, all you needed to do was to complete the course entry quiz, which I think I've got most everybody's now. So I appreciate you guys getting that turned into me. And then also complete the icebreaker assignment. And those were all in the Start Here module. Additionally, I've got these little tabs here underneath each of our weeks on where to access your information from. So if you read week 1 in the course information, you'll have seen it was accessible via Blackboard in the Start Here. And then week 2, we're accessible via Blackboard in module 2. And this week, we're going to cover Edpuzzles lessons 1 and 2, our first actual content for the course. And then we will also be completing quiz 1, completing our active seeing assignment, and beginning to review project 1. So that was another thing too that we had pop up this week as well. You in no way, shape, or form need to be worried about the project, like turning that in right now. I know the link is there for you, but we haven't covered anything that there is to know to be able to complete project 1. So you do not need to worry about project 1. Project 1 is not due until the 15th of October. So you've got nearly a month to get prepared for that. So let's jump on over to module 1 real quick and we'll see what's going on there. So in module 1, and this is what you should see on your modules page now. It wasn't there before, but now that the week is open, you'll see module 1. You'll see the little breakdown of what the lessons cover. Our lesson 1 talks about discovering a world of art. It's just a very basic introduction, gets a little bit of our vocabulary in there. And then lesson 2 is talking about how to evaluate artwork, which will be some really good tools for once we start writing about our artwork and our active seeing assignment. So looking at both of those lessons in Edpuzzle first will be really, really helpful for the rest of your assignments this week. So let's go ahead and click into there. And we will see our active seeing assignment. Our active seeing assignment, you're just choosing an artwork of your choice. Doesn't matter which one. I would recommend looking at Google Art and Culture though. You've got a lot of artwork there that's going to have a lot of background for you. You will create a label. This is a great example to use for our labels. And just an FYI, I mentioned this in our Edpuzzles as well, but I don't want you to ever use Starry Night for one of your artwork choices. And that's not because I have anything against Starry Night, but I use Starry Night as an example quite often, just because it is an artwork that most everyone is familiar with, it knows it some way. And so when I'm discussing concepts, a lot of the times I use Starry Night to do that. And so I don't like anyone to use it for an actual assignment since you already will know a lot about it if you don't already know a lot about it, because I will be using it for our examples to talk about different concepts. So don't use that one, please. And it'll be reminded for you multiple places, but just a, quick coverage. Don't use Starry Night, please. Essentially, you're just going to be writing about the subject matter and the content and talking about active seeing as well. And all of that should make more sense to you once you've watched the Edpuzzle videos, but it's going to be confusing if you try to do this in a reverse order. So make sure that you do the Edpuzzles before you do anything else. And if you need any more clarification on the active seeing assignment, just let me know. But essentially what I'm asking you to do is to write 2 paragraphs, very concise, very, understanding of these concepts, and talk about subject matter and content. And then paragraph 2 will discuss active scene, which we'll learn about at the end of lesson 1. Subject matter and content we will also learn in lesson 1 as well. But just remember that subject matter refers to what the artwork is depicting, like so what is visually there, and the content refers to what that subject matter means. Those are two very, very different things. And I really overemphasize this in lesson 1, but I'll keep overemphasizing it, and I'll leave you notes if you continuously get those mixed up. Some important things with this assignment: please do not add your text as a comment. It's a very easy thing to do, but I will take points off if you add your text as a comment. Don't add your photo as a link, because I do ask you to include a photo of the artwork that you choose. You need to upload the photo correctly, and it needs to either be a JPEG or a PDF. Do not select Starry Night, as I've mentioned above. And if you're having trouble understanding these instructions later on, be sure to watch this check-in, which we're doing currently. And any additional information or questions should be addressed to me no later than 5 p.m. on Friday before the assignment is due. And that's just a general all the time thing. Our lessons 1 and 2 Edpuzzles will be in this folder here. So I'll just need to click into there. And these are all the videos that we need to watch. So we have lessons 1 and 2, but then we also have these 3 videos that are included as well. Every time that you have an Edpuzzle folder, you need to watch every video that's in the Edpuzzle folder. There is the possibility that you'll have quiz questions on any of the videos that are there, that we might cover exam information or just concepts that I feel like need a further explanation than just my lecture video. So you're responsible for watching all 5 of those. And if you don't watch all of the Edpuzzle videos, these are a participation grade. So it will reflect in your grade book if you have not watched the videos in the entirety and answered any questions that go along with them. This is our PowerPoint. If you'd like to follow along with what the Edpuzzle is saying and with your own PowerPoint downloaded, you can do that. That's the same PowerPoint that's used in the Edpuzzles. And then lastly, quiz 1, which will be available as well to take, but definitely at very least watch the Edpuzzles before you take quiz 1. And there's some like guidelines and things with the quiz as well, and some warnings there. There's only 1 attempt per quiz. You'll have 20 minutes to complete the quiz. And also, if you click away from the quiz page once you begin, Blackboard will likely kick you out of the quiz. I do not reopen these tests lightly. So make sure that you are not, falling into one of these very common mistakes that happen. But other than that, I think that's mostly everything that we need to cover for this week. The only thing that you need to be worried about this week is the content that's in Module 1. Next week, we'll get into Module 2. And then if you want to start reviewing the project, you can do so in the project folder at the bottom here. You'll see the project folder. And you can start looking at that if you'd like to, but don't turn it in right now. Like, just please do not turn in the project right now, because we have not covered really anything that we need to be able to complete the project in an accurate way. But if there's any further questions about this week's work, please let me know. But I just kind of wanted to check in with you guys. I appreciate everybody doing their course entry quiz last week, and also their icebreaker discussion. I'm going to start looking through those today. It's Monday right now, so haven't got that far yet, but I'm going to start looking through those, and I look forward to seeing what you guys had to say. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, and enjoy the Edpuzzles, and I'll do another weekly check-in next Monday with you.